adjust just a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit better. Oh yeah, got the full face there. Welcome in, y'all. I'm Jeremy, and this is going to be your noon flow class. We're going to flow, basically taking what I worked on with class the last week and building off of that, making a little more, just a little more flowy. We're going to balance a lot, so as I've said before, if you have very thick carpet and on top of that a thick mat, it may be harder for you to find your balance. And rather than getting too frustrated about it, step off your mat. Maybe even try to move your mat to a spot where you don't have to worry about how soft the carpet is versus how good your proprioception is from that. But we're gonna focus on balance. So set yourself up in whatever way that helps get that. Nice little setup. I have blocks with me, but again, they're always optional, never necessary. If you've never worked with blocks, I would suggest it. Just like in general, in life, in practice, they make up for so much lack of flexibility, and it's really easy to overlook because they're so simplistic. It doesn't really seem like that big of a deal until you put it into practice. Man, oh man. The space I found with these guys has been phenomenal, especially compared to what space I was finding before I added them in, thinking that I just needed to stick through it, have a rounded spine or not straight legs, whatever the case may be. They help me find that straight leg, the support to start. So if you want them, I would say grab them. If not, no worries. We're going to start in child's pose. If you want to go ahead and get there, feel free. I think we have like a minute or two. I'll check to make sure, but child's pose is where we'll start. Take yourself there if you want. Otherwise, we'll be back in a moment and we'll get this going. Alright, yogis. Official start time. If you're just making it in, we're gonna balance. Do some balance stuff. So, child's pose is where we're gonna start. Let's just do it. Let's not even think about it. Child's pose. Take your forehead to the ground, palms out in front of you. For a minute, get a little powerful. So press your hands so that your forearms lift off the ground. Drive your hips back to your heels. Try to point your tailbone a little more to the ceiling for now. So you can get a lift of your tailbone and a dropping of your pelvis. And start to relax that down. Maybe walk your hands a little further so you get more of a stretch. Then exhale to press. Do that again. Inhale, lengthen forward. Walk your hands forward. Exhale, press hips to heels. Take that a couple times, and if it feels better, just to stay with stillness in your child's pose, stay with stillness. 3 rounds of breath. More time. Pause here. Seal your lips if you haven't already. All together, take a breath in through your nose. Breathe it out back through your nose. Continue Ujjayi breathing in and out through your nose for the duration of class. If that's a little sticky, you have some congestion, or if it just doesn't feel supportive to you to continue Ujjayi breathing the entire time, you can let it go at any point. Just challenge yourself as long as you can. Keep that metered breathing in and out. Walk your right hand to the right side of your mat. Follow it with your left until you feel your left hip try to lift off of your heel. And then press your hands down into the mat so you drive your hips back into the left. Back into the left. Texas is the reason. What's up? That's an unfamiliar reference to you. It's okay. It's a fairly unknown reference. Back through to center. Hands towards the left. Follow it with your right. Two more rounds. Back in through to center. And we'll start a little bit of movement here. So on an inhale, wave forward towards tabletop. So round your spine and then stack your shoulders over your wrist. Then exhale, press it back to child's pose. Wave your spine back. Again, inhale, wave forward, tabletop. Exhale, wave it back, child's pose. Let's do that 3 more times. In, lengthen your neck. Exhale back. Last 2 in. And out. 1 more in. And out. Obscure. That's the word I was thinking of. Shift forward, back to tabletop. I was so confused. I was like, I know it's not niche. It's not just underground. It was an obscure reference. I'm off track though. I digress. Tuck your toes, hips up and back for down dog. One thing about this class is I just took Nicolette's class. She teaches here at Black Swan as well. So great, so great. A full hour, which I haven't been doing many hour-long practices, so it felt good in my body. So I'm feeling really ready and open for this one. Hope you are as well. Settle for 2 more rounds of breath in downward facing dog. Try it with bent knees, especially if you don't normally take bent knees. Try to bend your knees, press your hand more into the ground, get your chest closer towards your legs. At the same time, press into your feet so your hips get higher. Maybe straighten your legs from that point, but again, they don't have to be straight at all in your down dog. You can keep bent legs indefinitely. That's a good down dog to keep. Just make sure that you're challenging yourself, even if your legs are bent. Where are you adding pressure in? Where are you dumping in and relying on simple stack or muscle memory? On an inhale, look forward. And then exhale, tiptoe to the top of your mat. So super slow movements. Once you get to the top, Bend your knees a lot. Let your hands rest on the ground with your palms face up. So again, finding a good stack. Your feet can be hips width distance apart or a little bit wider if wider feels more supportive. For me, it allows me to get my chest closer towards the ground. It fits a little bit better in between my thighs that way. So if that helps you, try it out. If that puts strain anywhere or it feels awkward, adjust until it doesn't. All right, from here, your fingers can face in towards one another. Just gently press down into the back of your hands. Spread your fingernails wide on your mat. What's up, Skiva? So once you've got your fingernails spread, the back of your hands are wide on the mat. Take a breath in. Then on your exhale, squeeze your hands into claw. So try to touch all 5 fingers to your thumbs, or all 4 fingers rather, toward your thumbs. And then inhale, open it back up wide. And we'll take that again. Exhale, squeeze and turn your hands into claws. Inhale, widen them out. Twice more. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Release your hands. Plant them to the top, or to the bottom of your hands to the ground. Bend your knees and then slide them up your legs. So start at the top of your feet. Unravel your spine all the way up to standing. So get nice and tall. From there, reach your hands out and up. Get really long and lifted for a mountain pose. We're going to keep this curtsy business going. So side body stretch with a curtsy. So grab your left wrist with your right hand. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears, and creating a little space there. Step your left foot behind your right. Squeeze your thighs together. Find this pivot motion of your right hip back, your left hip forward. Then start to pull your left hand up and over towards the right. So legs stay stationary, that's your base. And then pull your arms up away from that. Stretch from your hips all the way up to your shoulder. More full breath, get long. Inhale back through to center, switch your grip. And exhale, side bend curtsy towards the left. Step your right foot behind, pivot your left hip back so you lock them in place. Pull your right hand up and over. One more breath. Inhale back up to center, mountain pose. And exhale, back bend. Squeeze your elbows together, lift up your heart. Continue trying to bring your elbows together, so down and back. So you're widening and pulling. Inhale, reach back up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge, make a long lifted spine, and then fold with that straight spine until you can't keep it any straight any longer. And round your forehead towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, halfway lift. Press into your hands. Hands into legs. Exhale to fold. One more. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step it back to a plank. Just for a moment. You get strong through your plank. So again, spread your fingers wide. Press your hands down. And then lean your weight slightly forward. So more of your weight gets distributed to your fingers rather than strictly just on your wrist. From here, lower your right knee down to hover over the ground. And then exhale, send it back straight. Without letting your hips dip, take that to the left. Left knee down, straight. Right knee down, straight. Just keep that going here for 4. Keep pressing the ground away, draw your belly up and in. Last 3. 2. And last 1. From here, lower both knees down towards the ground, tabletop. Take it through rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, pull your belly forward. Use that strength that you've built up through your core. Exhale, press and round. Belly button towards your spine, and then look towards your belly button. Continue that inhale forward. Exhale back. Let's do 2 more cat-cow. In. Out. Last one in. Through the tabletop. Shift your weight over into your left knee. So actually flip to the top of your left foot. Lean your weight slightly to the left. And to the left without sending your hip past your knee. So it's still going to stay stacked. You can just slightly shift to the side and lift your right knee off the ground. I want you to draw some circles. So we're going to pull your knee towards your tricep. And we're going to take it out to the side like a fire hydrant. Kick your heel to glute like a donkey kick, and then back in. So it's going to be a big circle tricep, fire hydrant, donkey kick, back to center, repeat. Shoulder tricep, fire hydrant, donkey kick, back through. Last 3. Number 2. Last 1. Back there to tabletop. Take 1 round of cat-cow, reset. Back there to center, and then hips to the ground, child's pose. Get a full round of breath, pressing your hands into the ground, so you're still activated. Push it forward to tabletop. Let's do the other side. So a little slightly different flow than we started with last week, but still, same idea. Need a tricep. Fire hydrant. Heel to glute, kick it to ceiling. Back there to center. Tricep. Fire hydrant. Donkey kick. Back there to center. And the parts that you want to rush past, challenge yourself. Can you slow it down? Especially when you want to go fast. Notice how far you're shifting to the right. Can you control that movement just for 3? For 2. Last 1. Back there to tabletop. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Hold your cat shape. Press it back. Child's pose. That same wave that you started class with. Full round of breath in active child's pose. Active because you're pressing your hands rather than letting gravity compress you. When you're ready to move, shift forward to tabletop. Tuck your toes, hips up and back for down dog. 3 rounds of breath. Now we'll start to get a little faster with our movements. And again, use all the awareness that we've built so far to make those movements conducive, to make them smooth. A nice transition from one posture to the next with mindfulness following the entire way. Full breath. All right, bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, steps, walk, maybe hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Grab your left wrist once you reach the top. Exhale, side bend, curtsy towards the right. Full round of breath once you're here. Pull your shoulder up and out. Inhale, back to center, switch your grip. Exhale, curtsy side bend towards the left. You get a full breath here. Inhale, back to mountain, different. Exhale, back bend, elbow squeeze to your ribs, lift your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Same thing. You got your high plank. Shift a little further forward. Lower your right knee to hover without letting your right hip lower. Back to center, left knee hovers. Back to center, right knee hovers. Now can you continue this motion, again, slower than you actually want to go, and focus on pressing your hands away from the ground so your shoulders get more activated. Squeeze your thumbs together, turn on the inside of your chest. And then try it different. Try to press your hands apart. Turn on the outside of your shoulders. See which one is more challenging and stay with that for 4, 3, last 2, even out your sides. Last 1, shift forward, breathe in, lower all the way to your belly, breathe out. Again, super slow. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Let's keep that flow going. Inhale, cobra. Press your feet down, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last 1 in. And out. This one, take a breath in, lift for for cobra and hold. Maybe float your hands. Maybe press your feet more so you lengthen your toes, and then maybe your toes float. But squeeze your shoulders together. Make your arms look like grasshopper legs. Pull your chest forward. Breathe for 3. For 2. Last 1, your biggest, longest expression yet. Release, take one cheek to the ground, arms alongside your hips, and then wiggle your hips left and right. And whatever was holding on tightest through your glutes and low back, feel it release with movement. If stillness makes you release, find stillness, breathe. When you're ready to move, chin to center, hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, keep your hips in line with your shoulders to press up to high plank. And if that means when you press up, your hips stay down and then they lift, try using your knees instead. Press up onto your knees, your toe stays tucked, and then lift your knees off the ground. You're in your high plank. Take a breath in, and exhale, downward facing dog. So let's try that again a little bit faster. We'll turn this one into a Chaturanga. So before you move anywhere from here, shift forward back to your high plank. Instead of lowering all the way to your belly, shift forward, breathe in. Exhale, lower halfway down. Shift forward, shoulders past your wrists. Option to use your knees down. Inhale to upward facing dog this time. Float your thighs, press them down, pull your chest through your arms. So try to widen your shoulders as if someone took their palms on the outside of your shoulders and pulled them to rotate them behind you. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can keep your toes tucked and roll over your toes. Use your core strength. If that seems unnecessary and daunting, let it go. Just flip your feet one at a time. Settle for a breath. All right, last time through, just a little bit faster breath to move. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, maybe float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Try to land silently as you can. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Grab your left wrist at the top. Exhale, curtsy towards the right. Inhale, back to center. Switch your grip. Exhale, curtsy to the left. Inhale, back to mountain. Different. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale. All right, last time that we'll add on, and take it to side plank. So roll to the outside of your right foot, right hand is your base, lift your left arm up. Now this is a full side plank. Left foot can be on the ground for support, right knee can be on the ground for support. Something that touches the ground so you don't have to use as much effort to lift. Press the ground away, try to pull the right heel of your hand towards your right foot. Drag it in to turn on your chest and your lats. I'm like 0 for 3 on calling them lats. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Other side, right into it. Left knee down or roll to the outside of your left foot. Right hand reaches up. Again, right foot can be on the ground for support as well. That helps with your dips as well, which we'll take it there soon. For now, find lift, isometric hold. Everything presses down. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Shift forward on your inhale. Chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale to downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or float, top of your mat. And again, if you're landing forward, a hop, land silently. Inhale, halfway. Your neighbors will thank you as well. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up, get expansive. Exhale, samastahiti, hands to your heart. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your sternum higher up into your thumbs. Start to build on a little more balance now that we've got warmed up, ready to go. Shift your weight to your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left knee lifts up with you. So find this little pendulum motion to start, and then just let it go, the pendulum motion, not your knee. Wherever it hangs in center, that's going to be underneath your knee. That's a good stack to have. Flex your left toes up towards your face. Keep that activation. Now press your right leg a little firmer into the ground so you lift a little higher. Breath in. And your exhale, kick your left leg straight forward. So again, right leg stays bent, or right stays straight. Power it into the ground. Full breath. Inhale back to one-legged mountain. On your exhale, low lunge. So with control, bend your right leg. It's a long journey to send your left foot to the back of your mat. So almost like you're standing into standing splits to start. Hands to the ground and left toes touch. All right, so we got your low lunge. Inhale, twist your right hand up. Same thing as your side plank. Notice that your right foot's just a little further forward, so you have a lunge now. Can you, the same way, pull the left heel of your hand towards your left foot. So turn on your lat, turn on your shoulder, and then bend your right elbow. Try to squeeze your right elbow onto your left elbow. Try to make them touch. Feeling it? Because I'm feeling it. Take a breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, both hands down. Now we are taking it to standing split, so we're reversing it back forward. Lift your left foot off the ground. Kick your left heel up so it's in line with your glutes. Rather not sending it straight up high where you're opening up your hip. Left pinky toe points down, but can you drive your left sole of your foot straight back? Strong leg. Drive your right sole of your foot straight down. Strong right leg as well. Pull your chest forward. This is a great spot where I like to incorporate blocks. So you notice my shoulders are lower than my hips. When I have a block, I can get this completely straight shape with my spine all the way from my heel. And then I can pull forward to find a little more space. 2 breaths. Breathe in together, lift. Exhale, forward fold, both feet together, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, inhale, get tall, reach up. Exhale, Samastahiti, hands to your heart. Other side, shift your weight to your left leg. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Find your pendulum, again, knees in line with your hip to start. Where does that stay? Let it stay there and then flex, engage it within that shape. Whew. All right, both hands high, left leg drives down to straighten your leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, kick your right heel forward. Again, if your leg starts to lower, that's okay. This takes a lot of flexibility, a lot of core strength too. So meet yourself where you are. Don't worry about what it looks like on the screen. How does it feel in your body? How can you make it feel supportive in your body? Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Super slow journey back. Bend your left leg. Send your right leg to the back of the mat. Then hands touch the ground. Then right foot touches. Inhale, your left arm up. Same thing, both feet press down. Pull your right hand behind you or towards the back of your mat to open your chest and activate your back so it supports you within this. Bend your left elbow, squeeze it onto your back. 2 breaths. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, both hands down, standing split. Shift forward, float your right leg. Again, when my hands are on the ground, I can't get my shoulders up high enough without completely lifting my hands and adding on full-on balance. So, since we're still early, support for me. This can be a water bottle, it can be a book, or it doesn't have to be anything. Make this about you. You got 2 more full breaths. All right, once again, inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold, both feet touch, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high plank. Touch it forward, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, y'all, a little more balance. We're gonna amp it up really quick. We should get your core nice and warmed up. Let's take it even further. So step your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands back maybe about 3 to 5 inches. Not very much, just a little bit. From there, lift your right leg high, bend your leg, stack your hips. Now, if this is where stopping point for you is, stay right here. If you want to take it further, add on your balance, walk your left hand incrementally back towards your left foot. That's step 1. Step 2, lift your hand, grab onto your right foot. Step 3, kick your foot into your hand, get engaged and lifted for your balancing downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath. I know you've got this. Slowly release, both hands down. Right away, other side. Kick your left heel up to your glute. Open and stack your hips. Slowly walk your right hand back. Left hand is supporting you. Drive it into the mat. Touch your right foot with your right hand. See if that works. That may be where you stay. That's supportive. That's good. Option again. Reach your right hand, grab your foot. Maybe extend it up. 2 rounds of breath. But release gently, both hands back down. Full on downward facing dog. Find home base again. Bend your knees, walk your hands to the back of your mat. Forward fold at the back. Left hand underneath your face, and then inhale your right hand up. Straighten your right leg, just like in your side plank. Pull your left hand back so you drag your chest forward. down, switch your hands. Left hand reaches up. Pull your right hand towards your body. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down, flat palms. Walk yourself back to downward facing dog. Ooh, yeah. Look at all the body awareness we're building together, y'all. I'm feeling it. Connected, dropped in. We're on it. Take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, step, float. Top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Inhale. You know it, you'll love it, and we're here. We're in it. Chair pose. So we're going to add on to what we took earlier. So we kicked your heel forward. Let's add on to that. So you got your chair pose, hands up above your head. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Left knee comes up with you. All right. Now from here, you can either take the same shape, you just kick your left heel forward, or reach down with your right hand, grab the outside of your left foot. Take a breath in, straighten up. Again, press your right foot leg down so it straightens. Exhale, kick your left foot forward, open your left hand to the back, dancing Shiva. And flex your toes towards your face, but kick your heel forward. And then can you lift up your spine, straighten up through your posture. 2 rounds of breath. Gently release, inhale back to one-legged mountain. Let's add on, exhale, low lunge, send it back. Left hand stays down, inhale, twist your right hand up. Exhale, both hands down. Here's what we'll add on. Left heel to the mat, warrior 2. Open up. All right, so take your hands to your glutes, just above your glutes, and then squeeze your glutes, turn them on. Make sure everything's engaged. Now can you start to deepen into your front lunge? So your glutes are still engaged to support and activate. They're your movers. They're also holding you steady within this. So open up your inner thighs. Ensure that you can see the inside of your big toe, or I guess your big toe in general, to the inside of your right knee. Then can you deepen your lunge? Now notice how far forward I'm leaning to get deeper. Can you stack shoulders right on top of your hips? Rather than having this lean like extended side angle. Straight spine. One more full breath. Straighten your right leg, inhale, reverse your triangle. Point your hips up. So point your tailbone to the front of the room. How does that feel? Can you let your right hip follow that trajectory of the lift as you point your tailbone forward? And then maybe use your right hand to extend a little higher as your hip lifts. And you're stretching out your ribs, your obliques, your hip flexors. Inhale together. Exhale, low lunge. Good. From here, take your right leg high. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your knee to your nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, cross. Try to put it in your left armpit. Inhale, 3 leg. Exhale to your right armpit. Bring it up high as you can. Inhale, 3 leg, hold, bend and stack. If you want to hold here, open up your hips. If you want to flip your dog or wild thing, take it to flip dog or wild thing. Again, more balance. You can take your foot into a tree leg side plank. That still counts. You're supporting yourself with your left hand. All together, take a breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga, hands down. If you're taking tree legs, maybe take it through your flow. Then upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in together. Breath out together. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, float forward. Land silently. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Pause and wait for your friends. All right, taking it to the other side. Shift your weight to left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right leg lifts. And then exhale into your dancing Shiva. Again, either kick your foot forward. You can take your right hand or left hand to your right knee to open up. Or again, full expression. Grab the outside of your foot. Kick your right heel forward. Reach your right arm back. So again, flex your right toes to your face. Drive your heel to the front of the room. Continue breathing deeply through it. Your breath wants to get shallow because it's difficult. Show your body that it's meant to be in this position. It's a safe place to be. Inhale back to one-legged mountain. Exhale, low lunge, again with control. Slow journey to step back. Twist your left hand up, breathe in. Exhale, both hands down, warrior 2. Right heel to the mat, open to the right. So you've got time to check your setup here. Maybe feet wider. And one side is going to be inevitably different than the other, even if it's subtle. Find those differences. Be aware of and adjust for those differences. Big toe inside of your left knee, and pressing your left knee to the left until you can see your big toe. Arms reach in 2 opposite directions. Take 2 more breaths. Powerful through your feet, lifted through your spine. And inhale, reverse your triangle, left leg straight. Point your tailbone forward, lift your left hip point up with that. So it's like you're trying to touch your hip bone to your rib cage by pointing your tailbone forward. And then allow yourself to get more lifted. All together, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the ground, 3-legged dog. Left leg high, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose, squeeze in. Inhale, high. Exhale, squeeze to your right armpit. Inhale, 3-leg. Exhale to your left armpit, way high. Inhale, 3-leg. Exhale, bend and stack. Either stay or bend, stack, and flip. If you want to take it wild thing, or again, maybe into your tree version of your side plank. Whatever version you take a breath in with it. And exhale, hands down. Flow through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Breath in. Breath out. All right, we have one more thing to add to that, and then we're going to flow that. We'll make it real dynamic and stuff. Bend your knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, breathe in. Sink on your breath out. All right, inhale, 1-legged mountain, left leg lifts. Exhale, dancing Shiva, grab your foot or just kick it forward. Your version here. All right, inhale, back to 1-legged. Exhale, low lunge. Into your twist, reach your right hand up, breathe in. Oh, different this time on your exhale, touch your right hand to your left glute. Maybe down towards your legs, but then get light on your left fingertips. Squeeze your belly in, press your feet down, get so light on your left fingertips that they're no longer necessary. Then inhale, exalted warrior. Left hand reaches up, take a look towards your left fingertips, follow them up and back. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Left elbow to your right knee. Same shape with your legs. Just press into your hands to rotate your core. I'll give you a break after this, I promise. We'll stretch out your leg, but how much can your hip flexors take? Your glutes? Can your belly support that? Full breath. All right, big movement. Inhale, warrior 2. Spin your left heel down, open up to the left side. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your leg, reach your hips up. Then exhale, triangle pose. Tip your hips back, reach forward, right arm inside of your right leg. So now you've got less of a lunge in your front leg. Can you start to stretch it out instead of using it just as support? Squeeze your thighs together for more support. Press right hand into right leg to twist. You can press your leg right back into your hand. One more round. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, low lunge. 3-legged dog, inhale. Exhale to your nose. Inhale, high. Exhale to your left. Inhale, high. Exhale to your right. Inhale, 3-leg. Bend, stack. Your version. Flip, wild thing, side plank. Whatever it is, take a breath in it. Own it. Then exhale, hands to the ground and flow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or float forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Stay for your exhale. Other side, right leg high, inhale. Exhale, dancing Shiva. Full breath. Inhale, back to 1-legged. Exhale, low lunge with control. Step it back. Right hand down, twist. Left hand up. All right, left hand to your right glute or thigh. Get light on your right fingertips. Press the ground away, belly up and in. Start to get low or no fingertips. And inhale, exalted or reverse revolved. If you still have a bend in your front leg, you've got the lunge, but it's a side body stretch. Reach your right fingertips up away from your right hip bone. Breathe into it. Last full breath. Inhale together. Exhale, revolved crescent. Right elbow to left knee. Palm into palm. Press them in together to twist your core. And notice your back heel. Is it closer to the ground? Challenge yourself. Lift it forward. So press it forward so it stacks on top of your toes. Last full breath. Big movement. Inhale, warrior two. Press through your front foot to open out to the right. Inhale, reverse triangle. And then exhale, triangle pose. Hips dip back. Stretch the left hand forward. And inside your leg, press to rotate. And squeeze your thighs together. That squeeze is the support. So before, it may feel like it's impossible to get deeper, but that activation is so necessary. Recruit everything that's there to do that job. One more round of breath. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, cross to right. Inhale, high. Exhale, left armpit. Inhale, three leg. Exhale, bend, stack. Your version of a flip. All together, breathe in. Exhale, hands down and flow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breath in together. Breath out together. All right. This is the last edition, and then we are moving on. I promise y'all. So if your forearms are feeling it, your legs are feeling it, good. They should be feeling it. Make you feel something, right? Let's take this together. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or flip. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale to chair pose. All right, for your chair, taking this into a prayer twist. So knees can come as close together as is comfortable. Breathe and reach up. Exhale, twist towards the right. Left elbow touches your right knee. Belly up and in. Now shift your weight into your right foot. Lift up onto your left tiptoe so your knee can come up past your right knee for now. Once that's done, can you lift your foot off the ground, squeeze your heel to glute? You're a literal flamingo. Press your right knee into your right elbow and your elbow right back into your knee. Take a breath in and exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Step your left foot back with control into your revolve. Yeah, we're here, y'all. Belly up and in, press your hands into the ground. Full breath. All right, release just your right hand. Reach back and grab your left glute or your thigh. Inhale to exalt. Left hand reaches up. You've already got halfway there. Now finish it all the way up. All right, this is the last addition that we're going to add on. Take a full breath here. On your exhale, revolved half moon. So shift forward. Your hand can stay on your low back for support. Lean out, left hand to the ground, left leg lifts. This can be a start. This could be where you stay, or otherwise reach your right hand up to twist. I enjoy having a block here so that, again, I can get a strong lifted spine, shoulders in line with my hips, heel in line with my hip, and then right hand can reach up. So much more intense. I feel like there's areas that I would absolutely be missing if I didn't get the full setup. 2 rounds of breath. All right, bend back into your right leg. Step back into your footprint. Inhale, warrior two. Left heel down, open up. Reverse your triangle, inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, low lunge. 3-legged dog, breathe in. Knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale to left. Inhale, high. Exhale to right. Inhale, 3 leg. Bend, stack, and flip. If you haven't tried wild or flip dog, try flip dog. All 10 toes point back, bent knees, like reverse tabletop almost. Switch it up every time. Why not? Breathe in. Exhale, hands and flow. Chaturanga through to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or flip. Halfway inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, breathe in. Prayer twist towards the left, breathe out. Get solid through your legs, belly up and in. Shift weight to your left foot, come up onto your right tiptoes, let your knees separate. Then kick your heel to glute. You're still pressing your left knee into your right elbow for support, right? Full breath. And inhale. Exhale with control, step back. Revolved crescent lunge. Slow journey to release, then twist deeper. And press your leg into your arm into your leg. They're binary, let them work together. Take your left hand, find your right thigh or glute. Inhale, reverse revolved, exalted warrior. And your hips face forward, your arm looks up. Maybe look up underneath your armpit. Maybe look towards your fingertips. What feels better on your neck? Keep that. And with that on the revolve half moon here, take a breath in. Exhale, revolved half moon. Right hand to the ground or to support. Right heel lifts and open up and twist. Ooh. And the goal here isn't necessarily to put all your weight into your hand. So once you've gotten the setup, then begin to work on getting lighter on your fingertips. To where your fingers aren't as necessary, you can hold this strong shape with little to no support. Take a breath in. Exhale, step back into your footprint, warrior two. Open up. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, low lunge. Let's finish it strong, y'all. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale to your nose. Inhale high. Exhale to your right. Inhale high. Exhale to your left. Inhale, three leg. Exhale, bend, stack, and flip. Breathe in together. And exhale to flow together. Full inhale. Full exhale. Lift your right leg high, breathe in. And exhale, runner's lunge. Step outside of your right hand. We'll take a wide pyramid pose, a modified pyramid. So you can keep your right foot where it is. You can keep your left heel lifted, just straighten your leg. Press your hips up and back. If you'd rather take more of a standard version, feel free. Maybe even try flexing your right toes up towards your face. So you're just on your right heel and the left ball of your foot and toes. Then press your hips up and back. And again, another great place for a block. Can you pivot your right hip back, your left hip forward? Can you pull your belly forward away from that? All those intertwined muscles that go from your abdominals to your hips that hold the top half of your body to the bottom half of your body and create all these fun angles to pull on. Work on stretching those out. You activate them to their fullest. You get your legs as straight as they can be. And then breathe. Compress. And expand. Let's do 2 more rounds. Bend your right leg, both hands plant on the ground, and then into your half pigeon. So you can toe heel your right foot over towards the left, then bring your right knee down behind your wrist. If you want to take it to a 3-legged dog first, I know that's a more familiar way to enter into half pigeon, feel free to take that version. Press your right foot down, walk your left knee back. I've been taking a lifted version lately, but you choose what's better for you right for now. Take a breath in with your lift. And on your exhale, continue walking your hands forward. Support yourself forward. Pressing your legs down into the ground. So you may be able to get completely flat on the ground, your chest on your thighs or on the mat. Your hands forward, maybe even your chin forward, or you can take it to the side. And again, this wasn't how my half pigeon started out. In fact, it was embarrassingly high. The ego took over a lot. But finding support, like blocks under the chest, was a great way for me to take up space at one extent with support. And then once I've got familiar with that, once I had some time in, I was able to transition deeper. Rather than getting caught up in visuals and what things should or should not, quote unquote, look like, be happy with what you have, find what it is, and accept it completely. Whatever you're feeling on your body right now, the most sensational area, thank yourself. Thank you, obstacle. Thank you, sharp sensation, for showing me whatever it is you're showing me. Take 3 more breaths. Option to stay, or we're going to add the quad stretch in so you can stretch the front line of your hips as well. Like that, walk your hands back towards your legs. Move any props from out of the way. Kick your left heel to your glute. Stay here for a moment. Just try to squeeze your heel in as close as you can. If you're feeling your hamstring turn on and cramp, you're doing it right. Keep that. Don't stop it. I promise you. It sounds counterintuitive, but keep it going. And once you've got that, or if you feel like you can absolutely go deeper, then reach your left hand back, grab the inside of your foot, begin to pull it closer. So for me, I have a little bit more flexibility. Bring my foot into the crook of my elbow so that when I start to pull my elbow in, like a bicep curl, my chest can shine forward as well. So everything is pointing forward as I open the front line of my hip and my quad. And again, there's still even if you don't have your elbow and your foot together, pull your hand into your foot, kick your foot into your hand. Let's do 2 more breaths together. Lift your chest, lift your chin. Gently release just your hand. Keep your foot right where it is. Full breath. Then let it go. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee, 3-legged dog. Draw some circles with your right leg to start. Again, you just had it open for a while. Floss that out. If it feels better to flip, flip. I'm going to save it. But you choose for better for you. Back to down dog, shift forward to high plank. Chaturanga, clean the slate. Inhale. Exhale. All right, left leg high, breathe in. Runner's lunge, breathe out. Step outside of your left hand. From here, modified pyramid. So again, right heel stays lifted. Straighten just your left leg. Now pivot your left hip back. Maybe that means step your right foot further forward. Maybe try lifting your left tiptoes off the ground. You're on your left heel. Squeeze thighs together. Press your hips up and back. Do 2 more rounds. Ready, shift forward. Tiltle your left foot over to the right. Half pigeon. Left knee down. Walk your right knee back. Keep pressing your left shin into the ground as you walk your right knee back. That'll help powerfully make space with support. That's good. Breathe in, lift, and exhale, fold. Again, can you support yourself to fold forward? So rather than giving into tightness through your low back and collapsing, fall forward with purpose, with mindfulness. Take your last breath in your pigeon pose. And decide what happens next. If you're ready for it, walk your hands back. We'll take the quad stretch. Take your right heel to glute. Point your toes up. Pause. Squeeze in. Lift your chest. And decide to stay or reach your right hand back, grab for your foot, thumb face up. And you can pull it in, or you can crook your foot inside of your elbow. Same thing. Kick your foot into your arm or to your hand. Pull your arm or hand into your foot to rotate it forward. Your chest and hips rather, not your foot. Your foot's still going back. Two more breaths. All right, squeeze your hamstring in. Release your foot without letting it move. Arm stays. Full breath. And then re-stretch out. Both hands down. Tuck your back toes. Lift your knee. Three-legged dog. Draw your circles. Oh yes, that's good and open now. Reverse whatever you did. Make it feel even. Downward facing dog. Shift forward. Last time, high plank. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Breathe out. Inhale upward. Exhale downward dog. Whew. Feels like the best one all day. Look forward. Breathe in. Step or float forward all the way to a seat. Let's do Joan Shasana, y'all. Been skipping it lately. I don't know why. Just doing it. So let's take it together. Breathe in, reach up through center. Then exhale, pivot towards your right foot. Fold over your right leg. So left sole of your foot, inside thigh of your right leg. And you can either keep this grip here with your hands, press your left knee down and away from you so you're pressing it towards the left side of the room, or take your left hand on your left leg, press it down. At the same time, pull your chest forward. Now you're pulling your chest forward. Can you also flex your right toes to your face and press your heel forward? So it's not necessarily a passive stretch. It's a fairly active pose. Take two more breaths. All right, now both hands to your leg, wherever they are. Round your forehead towards your knee. Now start to get passive with it. 2 rounds of breath here. Now back up through center. We'll take it to Stargaze. Left hand down behind your hip. Roll to your left shin, inside arch of your right foot. Press it down to lift. So again, almost like a side plank. And you reach your right hand up so you bow your chest up to the ceiling. Press your hips up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale back down. Switch out your legs. Left leg out to the diagonal. Right foot inside of your thigh. Breathe, reach up. Exhale, pivot to the left and fold. Same thing, you got your grip here. Maybe on your leg, maybe on your foot. Press your right knee down and away from you, back and behind. Pull your chest forward, or right hand to your right leg. Press it down. Pull your chest forward. Press your heel forward. Two more breaths. Both grips on your hands and then passive fold into the posture. Just 2 breaths here passively. Inhale through to Cinder. You can walk your hands back for support. Right hand behind your hip, Stargaze. Roll to your shin. Drive your shins, your feet, and your hands down to lift your hips. You're stretching your entire front line. Squeeze your glutes together. Press them up and forward. Breathe in. Exhale down. Both legs out in front. Take an inhale. Exhale, passive forward fold. Hands rest face up on the ground and then round your forehead to your knees. So again, letting go of the activity for your postures. You let yourself get soft. Let gravity become a little more of a player in the game, pressing you down, and you're not resisting. Just let it happen. Drop in. Inhale up to center and lower all the way onto your back. Heels in towards your glutes. Move any props out of the way. Surprises. We're set up for bridge pose. Heels to the ground, press into your heels, lift your hips. I'm going to take it into a wheel, actually. But if you want to stay for bridge, you're already in bridge. You might as well just stay, right? If you want to go for wheel pose, bring your hands by your ears. Press the ground away. Maybe lift to the crown of your head first, or press all the way up into your wheel. Both feet press down equally. Both hands press down equally. Then drive your feet forward to the front of your mat so your chest starts to extend towards the back of your mat. Now can you straighten your arms? Press the ground away to resist that. Breathe into whatever stretch is happening. You've got 3 more rounds of breath. Squeeze your thighs together, firm through your base. 1 more round of breath. Inhale onto your tiptoes. And exhale, chin to your chest. Release slowly down onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Give them a squeeze. Now compress in. Arms out to a T. Easy supine twist to the left. Keep your gaze out to the right. Get heavy through it. More. And inhale to center, both knees to the right. Easy supine twist. Easy because both knees are together. If you want to advance this posture, you can take your bottom leg straight. You can cross your legs for eagle. And it's modifiable to what you need. So if there's an avenue, take it. Inhale back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. 1 more time. Give them a squeeze. Breathe in together. Make yourself into the tiniest little ball of muscle. Exhale, Shavasana. Legs out straight. Arms out by your side. Again, let yourself become like putty. No longer holding. The warmth you've created has allowed your muscles to stretch out. Be there as a catalyst rather than an inhibition to that release. Shavasana. are your own star player in your game, your life. What's great is we have basically two. You have your consciousness, with that little voice giving us ideas and directions. But then there's also the you that listens to that, that takes it into account and also finally decides whether or not to go along with it. It takes the union of those two to find your true self, to make your actions reflective of what you actually want. Your yoga practice is the union of your breath and movement. Now that you've got those together, can you allow yourself to connect with your consciousness? Allow yourself to more fully listen and more fully react, given what you want to get out of it. You are your star player. With that knowledge, begin to wake your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. Bring some fresh blood back. And then bring your thighs together, reach your hands above your head. Good morning stretch, get long, flex your toes to your face. And then point your toes down, stretch out your spine. Maybe tuck your chin to your chest to get long. Roll your knees to chest. And then roll to one side for fetal pose. The side doesn't matter as long as you can lay there still, quiet, supportive, reflective in your posture. And then Kress to a seat with as little movement as possible, possibly keeping your eyes closed, and maintaining the sanctity of your practice. Your hands to your heart. Push your thumbs to your chest, lift your chest up into your thumbs. And there's a student and a teacher in each of us. In yoga, we honor and recognize that by bowing and sharing the words. Namaste. Did it, y'all. We're on the other side. We made it. Thanks again for sticking around. There were no technical difficulties today, so the whole class is on one. Great. I'm going to be teaching again. So what is today? Monday. So I'll teach tomorrow at 6, Wednesday at noon, and then Thursday at 6. So noon and 6. We'll be doing it again. So if you like this, come back again. Again, we always thank you so much for your support, for being a part of the community. Hope to see you again soon. So hit me up on Instagram at JaredPose. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week. Namaste, y'all.